Hi, this is Cynthia Ortiz, and these are the Charles Perry Stalker podcast. Boy, he is still going at it. Still going at it. So, it is February 6th, 2022. We do this disclaimer. Use allegedly. Nobody's been convicted in a court of law yet. Apply the but-for standard. But-for Mr. Perry going at me, and 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 committing crime after crime after crime after crime after crime against me. We wouldn't need to do these, would we? We have to document them for court. Charles is being investigated. So he always wants to know how I find out before what he's going to do to me. We've said it over and over, and he'll get caught, and he'll try to do it anyway. So now you got cops wondering, a shrink wondering if he's she's like he's acting like someone who's severely mentally retarded. So is Mr. Robertson, because they'll get caught, they get recorded, she says something about it, and they'll try to do it anyway. That's how long. Look at the date on that. July 21st, 2017. He's having my gum, my cigarettes, my clothing items taken from my work to plant at a murder scene. Because he fucked up the first false arrest, he's been trying the second one ever since. And that's been documented, Mr. Perry. So, but for you doing all that to me and taking my money all the time, grand larceny with intent to coerce. My guys, Mr. Perry, hired somebody to go to every club where I've worked, when I'm there, on nights when I'm there and when I'm not, to find out how much exactly you ran off. Ran all her money off. My guys pulled me out, Mr. Perry, and you guys keep getting recorded. Can we not get her back on that pole and on a schedule? Nope. They pulled me out. It was worth it for you to go in when you could get evidence. When you could get evidence against him, like Pinto, Mickey James, Terry Wagner, to prove he's stalking you. To prove he's running your money off. Your customers with, your paying customers. Run off $10,000 and then go in there with our 30. A little canned food. They know to the penny how much you've taken. And, so, what are you going to do? What do you want me to do? Say I told you so? My ex-husband took my car for gas yesterday. And then what? You want me to go drive? Why? Did you have you bought a cop? You wanted to follow me around? Pull me over, and what's he going to find? I have to check my car every time I go anywhere. I have to check the oil, because he's had the oil drained out while I'm sleeping. If you got cameras in a woman's home, you can see when she's sleeping. He's always had a key to my car. Every car I've had. Remember, there's powder found in my car, in my trunk, when I was in Manford. No forced entry, because you had a key. I'm telling Mike Neely, it could be just some random guy. Of course that's possible. That's for you to determine. After an investigation, a police determination needs to be made. Was it Charles and Dave? Or was it random guy? Charles has a key, by the way, to my car. He'll get one from the dealership. Every car I've had. So he can do things like drain the oil out. Puncture the radiator hose. Plant something in it, have me pulled over, take the taillights out. My guys call me, he's got your taillights out. He's got your taillights out, go fix it. Mr. Perry, shut up. So, we have a witness, I've said this. I'm repeating myself, Mr. Perry. This has been said. You were recorded talking about framing me for a murder. You're recorded all the time. 33,000 that you know of. That led to 33,000 emails about what you just said. Because God hasn't mocked you, reap what you sow. When you invade my privacy, peeping, hacking, stalking, creepy shit. You're icking your creepy delusion all over us, and we're tired of it. Everybody's sick of you. It's not that hard to get information, sir. The question isn't who told. The question is, why in the fuck are you doing that shit? So apply the but-for standard, apply the reasonable, prudent individual standard. You're not a reasonable, prudent individual, Mr. Perry. You're whack job. You're fucking whack job. And we assert all civil rights. First Amendment, 14th Amendment, Fourth Amendment, fruit of the poisonous. When you plant evidence and then you have somebody, let's just have a cop waiting for. You can't know when I'm going to leave my home. I don't announce where I'm doing to anybody. So you can't know when I'm going to leave and where I'm going and what I'm doing unless you have cameras in my house. You can see when I'm sleeping, so you know when to fuck with my car. I have to check everything. I have to check the trunk. I have to check, did he plant drugs in my car? Did he plant a gun in my car? My ex-husband had my car for 20 minutes yesterday. I wasn't with him. And then Charles was typing in my phone, go drive, go to work, go drive, go work. And I'm going, what are you trying to coax me into? What'd you do? My guys don't trust my family. They don't trust them. Because they've heard you talking to them. I didn't go to Zeos. Remember a few months ago, y'all wanted Ernest, to come up here and take me to Zeos. Because David has a hookup at Zeos. I didn't go. I said, no, we'll go somewhere else. We'll go somewhere else. If you cause a problem for me financially and then I can't meet my obligations, my guys are going to charge you, Charles. Harassment of my witness, grand larceny with intent to coerce. Interference with contracts, interference with commerce. Interstate commerce. You're in a lot of trouble. Our shrink thinks you and David are both mentally retarded. Because you'll get caught and you try to do it anyway. You try to do it anyway. You guys want my driver's license. We get it. I've said that forever. They want my driver's license. They want my social security card. That was reported stolen because you did take it. They want my birth certificate. And that guy's like, what does he need that for? The whole thing is stalking her. He's stalking her. No good can come from him having those documents. Why does he want her personal documents like that? You're caught. This murder frame-up isn't new. It's old. My incidentals on my fingers are going to change from 30 years ago, Mr. Perry. I met you in 2010. They've changed since 2010. We all get it. You want me back in jail so you can announce and smear me again. And you're caught. Because you're under investigation. You invade my privacy. My guys invade yours. You do reap what you sow. You already are. I said leave my family the fuck alone, didn't I? Didn't I? You want to know if they're leaking? I'm not told that. Wouldn't help you if I was. We want you gone. We want all of you gone. Because when you're in jail, I have my privacy back. I won't be broke again ever. I have my privacy back. I'll have my reputation back. I'll have my life back. My family back. We're not being, you tell my cousin, you're going to hurt her for us or we'll have EPA shut you down. They'll find something. That was recorded, Mr. Perry. More than once. You fucking with my ex-husband? Leave him alone. Leave my family the fuck alone. Go be with your family. Go do normal things normal guys do. And then you won't need a cover-up, right? You're caught. You guys get caught when you fuck with me. And we keep telling you, you're under investigation. 33,000 emails coming from 33,000 recordings isn't enough? Wow, you're slow. These guys are asking, what is she supposed to lie about? He wants to put her back in jail and make her lie. You can't get out unless you lie for me. We need you to apologize. Can't get out of jail unless you lie. That's illegal. I'm asserting my constitutional rights, and that includes equal protection, Mr. Perry, 14th Amendment. My right to protection with the law. You don't get to be a misogynist and discriminate. Get off your high horse. No one gives a fuck who you are. No one. You're the only one that cares about that. You got the grandiose thinking of a serial killer, sir. You're caught when you fuck with me. All of you are. Billions of dollars are spent fighting sex exploitation. So I have the right to being protected under Title 18 of the United States Code, Section 1512 and 1513, and all domestic violence laws, violence against women laws, anti-voyeurism laws, anti-stalking laws, grand larceny with intent to coerce laws. It's duly noted for the record in our court. You're caught. I'm not going to lie for you. Everybody says that. What's she supposed to lie about? He's just doing, every time she'll say it before. Then there's an email about it, and he'll do it anyway. Mike was drugged. He did do the harassment. Whatever she had detailed in the harassment email, he did do it. He did it twice. Didn't ya? He's stealing her money. My guy knows to the penny how many of my customers you ran off. They went in and checked. They went in on nights when I was there, nights when I wasn't there. He said, he goes, it's a vastly different environment when she's not there. Vastly different environment when she's not there. He goes, it almost made me sick to see how much he's ravaging her money, her finances. We have a witness that says, ever since I've known Charles, he travels and he will not take his wife Jackie with him. Yeah, she wouldn't like what you're doing, would she? You're married. You're committing adultery in a very sick way. He puts cameras in women's home when they're not. He trolls. He's a troll. Just like BTK. Trolls women. BTK, by the way, was married and a church deacon, wasn't he? Just like you. And he also was sadist, just like you. You're pathetic. You're not impressive, you're pathetic. And you're caught. And our shrink goes, they keep doing. After they get caught, they'll try to do it anyway. I believe these men are mentally retarded. I believe they really are. We want capital punishment. I'm not sure we'll get it. You have to have the IQ of 70. I don't think they're there yet. I don't think they're even close. Because who is that stupid to be caught that much and they try to do it anyway? I don't have any words for that, Mr. Perry. I don't have any words for that. When in your lives have you been caught this much? Our witness says he'll pay the landlord something, he'll pay the maintenance guy something, or he'll pay a locksmith something and get in, and he'll have hidden cameras installed in these women's homes and broadcast them on the dark web and is raking in millions. Well, he'll starve them to death because while he's watching them, he'll get them fired. He's a sex sadist, the guy said. Sex weirdo. So he'll get them fired. Then he's hacked them so they can't find another job. Then they lose their home. Then he has the ex take the kids away. I'm glad somebody's finally putting a stop to that. I'm tired of sleeping with one eye open. He came around looking for a handout. He wanted me to invest. I've never been so creeped out. I've never been so creeped out after golly, what a whack job. I'm glad somebody's finally making him stop. I'm tired of this living in fear. So everybody has known since 2017 because you talk about it all the time. And then every time you guys go, well, we'll wait till the dust settles and we'll try again. Well, now we don't have just one. We got 50 ringtone, Richard, emails about you want my ringtone. Do what you do. You reap what you sow. You invade my privacy, my guys invade yours, and then we got recordings about you doing a murder frame up. My car was not in my possession for 20 minutes yesterday. What did you do? I have to check my car. Did he plant something in it while I'm sleeping? Since he has cameras in my home and he can see when I'm sleeping, and then he knows when I'm going to leave because he sees me getting ready to leave, and he knows where I'm going because he sees what I have in my hand. Does she have work supplies in her hand? Does she have court documents in her hand? Is she going to the courthouse now? Call down to the courthouse and tell him she's coming. Over and over and over, you're recorded. You invade my privacy. My guys invade yours, but they have a court order to do it, and you don't. Stop icking your slimy delusion, creepy, disgust, demented, depraved, all over me. It's gross. You're sick. You're nutty. You're fruitcake. You're loony toony. Go get help. $25 million and you have no cover up. It's more than that now, isn't it? You have no cover up. Your crime is more uncovered than it's ever been in your life. What is she supposed to lie about? He did the harassment email. Mike was drugged. Charles did threaten false arrest and then do it, or try. He has been trying again ever since she got back because he fucked up that first one. What the fuck is she supposed to lie about? Repeat offenders are going to continually offend, reoffend, and reoffend, and reoffend until they finally hit a jurisdiction that is going to kick their ass. Like in the Netflix special, Unbelievable, you had one police department fucked up. They fucked up bad. So the guy reoffended, and you had another Batman cop, and these two women, boy, howdy, they got the bad guy and proved that the first police department was a bunch of fifes. But the problem is now you got more victims. Now you got more victims. Charles can't stop. You got Mike in jail. Mike's not the offender. Charles and Dave are. They're going to keep killing until somebody stops them. We're going to stop them. We already are. They're just not the brightest bulbs, so they don't realize, well, we're caught. Maybe we should stop. Nope, you guys get caught planning something and you go right back at it. Hang on. So here it is. Right? The 18th was a bust. I was supposed to go to my family's house on the 18th for Christmas. Here's the deal with my family in Manford. Here's the deal what I do with my family. I know they get threatened. They're scared. So when Charles and Dave call them and we need you to do this and we need you to ask her about that, we need you to say this. I mean, I'll still hang out with my family, but I'm very careful. I don't trust anything. Right? I don't trust anything. It was, if I let my ex-husband take my car out of my possession to get gas in it, there's a reason I chose to do that. I chose that. We chose that. I don't do it by myself. I can't make all of these decisions alone because I don't know what recordings they have. But if I go along with it, we're going to use it to fuck you up. We always have. We always will. We're going to use it against you to prove our case. And I'm saying that. I've said it before. That's not new. And so, you tell my cousin Craig, I'll get the EPA to shut you down. They'll find something. If you don't do what we say and subjugate, you're psychologically torturing my family. My family loves me. They want me to be happy. They all know you're making my life hell. They don't want to hurt me. So, you're fucked up. Stop talking to my family. Stop talking to my family. Any of them. Stay away from my family. You want to know if they're leaks? I'm not told who your leaks are, Mr. Perry. It could be your attorney. It could be Dave's attorney. It could be your secretary. It's none of your business. You're a danger to society. You don't get to know that. I don't even get to know that. Wouldn't help you if I did. But you've been told, stay the fuck away from my family, haven't you? So if we want to prove that you are still contacting my family, we're going to do things like let Ernest take the car to get gas in it. Yep. We have strategy, and it's working, because your crime's not been caught this much in your life. Right? And he's typing in my phone, go work, go drive, go back in your car and drive. So, you need to remember who it is you're talking to. Do you even know what the McNamara email means? I don't think you do. That's 7 years old. Don't ask me who told and then keep going right back at it like a dog chasing his tail around. I don't even have words for that. Anyways, so he's doing what the witness says, selling women online, exploitation of women and children, child pornography. Billions of dollars, Mr. Perry, put into fighting that kind of crime. Exactly. You want my driver's license. What they wanted to do is, when I'm out at my family's on the 18th, have somebody take my driver's license, send me into Manford to get something at the store, and have Manford pull me over. I had money coming in from a school loan and an Uber Eats thing. But they fucked with all of that. They fucked with all my money. So I couldn't even afford to go. And now they're all complaining. We worked on that for weeks. David and Charles got in her wallet. She didn't even go. God. Hate when that happens. The plans of the wicked come to nothing, right? So she likes Manford police, so let's get them to do it. So whatever relationships are of value to me, they try to fuck it up. It's duly noted for the record, Mr. Perry, that you do that. So, they were, have the judge. I filed a 12-1031 motion to vacate on fraud and irregularities. They told the judge, and he did it, deny it on the 17th. She's going to go on the 18th out to her family's house. We'll have her arrested. Game over. But she didn't think through that I might need money to get gas to go out there. You jam up my Uber Eats app. I can't make money. I don't get any orders in, do I? I don't get paid, do I? And my guy said, your school loan would have been held up because you changed programs, but not that long. Not as long as it was. Make it where she can't pay the registration. Get her pulled over. It's paid for now. But it did cost me extra because it was late. Because you did that. You're interfering with contracts. You're interfering with commerce. You're about to go to jail. You're caught this time. And you do it anyway. And the question isn't who told on you. The question is, why in the fuck would you do that? How embarrassing, Mr. Perry, that you cannot control yourself any better than that. How embarrassing for you. I do check my car every fucking time I go anywhere at all. Did he, when I'm sleeping, did he plant a gun in it? Did he plant, drugs or something? What did he put in there? Did he drain out my oil? What did he do this time? I don't trust my family. Not because I don't care about them. Because you fuck with them. It's not their fault. It's your fault. It's your fault. You need to get a life. Because every time you fuck with me, you get caught. You don't get a date 12 years into this. Never a date. You have no chance of that. But you get caught. Trying to do something to me. Subjugate. Get me to... We need her to apologize. For what? Not liking a weirdo? It's not illegal to reject somebody, is it?
Leave me alone. I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey, men. Leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them. Especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumbass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior. And you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her, and you need to leave her alone. And this is bacon.
People don't like what you're doing. It doesn't matter who told. What matters is your conduct is very offensive and illegal, and you're defying the law. You're defying lawmen. So what difference does it make what their names are? What difference does it make what their fucking names are? Everybody's known that you want to frame me for a murder since 2017. It's been documented and documented and documented and documented. I'm not the killing type. You'd be dead if I was. Because if you're dead, I don't have to go through this anymore. Right? I came from Vegas. You don't think I can make a phone call and you're dead? I promise you I can. You're not dead. You're fine. If I had a reason to kill anybody, it would be you. And then my misery's over, isn't it? That's just not my thing. I'll tell you what is my thing. The death penalty. Capital punishment for first-degree murder of a police officer. You're a cop killer, and we know it, and you know it. Otherwise, I would have testified for Mike. You would have come out and said, we didn't do the vandalism, and we didn't do the murder. But we want to make sure there's no suspicion on us at all. So we want that crime to be investigated thoroughly. We look at evidence, Mr. Perry, not a lie of people. People lie. Evidence doesn't. You cannot beat someone to death when you're sleeping. It's not doable. That's impossible. I would have testified had you not suborned perjury in his murder trial, and he'd be home right now, and everyone knows that. You're not fooling anybody. You pissed everybody off. It's a lot easier to get information after you did that. I said it in March 2020. I think I said it in January 2020. They didn't take depositions until May. Officer Neely was treated with Narcan for drug overdose, not being knocked out in a fight. And you would have said, had you not done that, we backed the blue. We didn't do that. We don't want that suspicion on us. So find out who did do it, because clearly you can't beat someone to death if you're asleep. He was in respiratory distress too. He was dying. I knew two things. One is that he was drugged, and two, wasn't tested till he got to the hospital after the Narcan already changed the chemical composition in his blood. That would have been my testimony had you not suborned perjury. Concealment of a material fact from the deciding body is perjury. You got a duty to disclose it. The material fact is pertinent. It could change the outcome, and you willfully withheld it or caused someone else to. Too many ex parte hearings, Mr. Perry, in my civil suits. The burden of proof is on me. You won't let me in a courtroom because I'm not stupid and I do have a claim, and people are starting to notice something was wrong with you. Who is it that said to you? Anybody can see she's telling the truth, Charles. I didn't know you had it in you to be that cruel. Who said that? That was recorded too. I heard it. There's an email about it because I heard it. You're offending everybody. If it's illegal, that means people don't like it when you do that. And society said, we're not going to tolerate that. We're going to make that a crime. They go to jail. If you do things people don't like, they're not going to like you. Our shrink thinks all of you guys are mentally retarded because you get caught and you try to do it anyway. And you got nobody else suspected thing, and then everything blows up like the 18th. We worked for weeks on that, and the 18th was a bust. They fucked the whole thing up. But she already knew her family's involved, helping Charles, trying to hurt her. Because he keeps asking if they're leaking. They're threatened. I don't have anything against my family. You're the problem, not them. I don't have anything against my ex-husband either. You're the problem, not them, not him. Stay away from my ex-husband. Stay away from my family. The question isn't who's leaking. The question is, why in the fuck would you do that? You're caught. So they think you're mentally retarded because you keep trying to do it after you've been caught. That's like if there's a bank robber and we tell the bank robber, we recorded you talking about robbing, Bank of America on XYZ Street at 9 o'clock in the morning. That place is going to be covered with police. You try to rob that bank, you're going to get arrested on the spot. And he does it anyway. It's that stupid what you guys do. It's that dumb. It's that confusing to normal people. Reasonable, prudent person wouldn't do that, would they? So why do you? Why the fuck do you? You're making everybody sick. This guy calls you a human garbage when you force yourself on a woman that doesn't like you.
It's okay. I don't care. Leave me alone. I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey, men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them, especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumbass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior. And you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her, and you need to leave her alone. And this is Bacon.
That's okay. I don't care. Leave me alone.
Mr. Perry, get the fuck out of my home. Get your cameras off me. Get out of my phone, get out of my computers, and get away from my family. This is a legal demand. Cease and desist. Fuck off. You're garbage. You're human garbage. This right here goes through the whole, this right here is where I was deposed, or I sting-opped the attorneys, Mitchell and Myers. What they were trying to do is help you prove your harassment email. I did say, when I'm in jail, you guys, I guess Matt told some defense attorneys, we messed up. I just made a colossal mistake. I had that girl thrown in jail. She lost her house, and it looks like it was personal, not political. I was arrested for filing a false police report in retaliation for a public servant doing his job. You have to file a police report, Mr. Perry, in the state of Oklahoma to get a protective order if you're being threatened with death and false arrest. Like I said in the McNamara email of October 29, 2015, then you need a protective order. The first time I sued you for a protective order, I didn't ask for money. I asked you for a judge to make you leave me alone. If you're leaving people alone, you don't need a cover-up and you don't have to ask who told. I filed it on the 21st of January 2016. I was arrested on the 29th. There was no police investigation to determine whether or not my report was true or false. I was being poisoned, and you destroyed my evidence just like you did Mike's. Two of us now. The Tulsa police did not take my blood and have a forensic pathologist test it to see if there was arsenic in it. I have a text that says, "Are you giving me arsenic?" And David responded in a text, "Yes." I was getting sick. My son went down to the police department with me to talk to an officer to tell him she's throwing up. She's getting sick. It's weird. It's not flu. It's not flu. We didn't get to talk to a cop. They didn't call me back until February 15th, 2016. All of those are on the record. All 3 dockets. You won't let me go in and show the judge you're suborning perjury. Again and again and again and again. You're committing perjury. You have no evidence of a political vendetta because there's not one. You don't matter. You're a small town, podunk, nobody. I came from Vegas, Mr. Perry. I did federal politics. I didn't do Texas state politics, legislation. Everybody thinks also that part of what supports the belief that you're mentally retarded severely, enough to where we may not get the death penalty. You have to have the IQ of 70. Is because you don't think those things through. You don't think them through, do ya? You get caught and you try to do it anyway. You didn't think anybody would notice that I'm never in court? That you're confused as to what your legislative duties are? It's not framing me for a murder. It's not framing Mike Neely for a murder. We'll poison him and they don't die. Let's put him in jail. Frame him for something. So Matt Powell goes around telling everybody, I guess, defense attorneys, we're gonna send her home, make her think she's gonna be, we'll leave her alone. But what we're really gonna do is harass the hell out of her. And then when she complains about it, we'll say she's harassing us. And you've done that now twice in civil court. So you can't say you weren't gonna do it. You did it. What's she supposed to lie about? He's doing everything she says, and she says it beforehand. She's got help he can't get to. Their names don't matter. You defy the law anyway. You think everybody's as dumb as you are. They're not. They're irritated with you. It's very embarrassing, sir. Why aren't you embarrassed? You should be. You sure shit should be. So, this right here, they didn't ask me about the text where you're asking, how did you know Mike had to be begged to go? And which victims are talking? You are not to contact witnesses in a murder trial or any trial when they've been subpoenaed. That's witness tampering. Do you break the law on a daily basis and you don't give a fuck? So why do you ask who it is helping me? What difference does that make? You're going to defy him anyway. Names don't matter. You defy the law no matter what. So what difference does a name make? When he pesters her, when he takes her money, we're seeing things happen we've not seen before. Things don't go well for us. This is your guy I'm quoting. Whoever these guys are, I think they're just flicking at us right now, and I don't want to be anywhere near Perry when it stands up and crushes him. He's not all there. When you're caught, you're caught. You reoffend. Just like the guy on Unbelievable on Netflix, Mark O'Leary. The rapist kept raping until he finally hit a jurisdiction where somebody said, "Here am I, send me." I'm equipped for such a time as this, and I'm going to put a stop to it. Relieve the suffering caused by crime. And how embarrassing for those guys who fucked it up and got it wrong before. And now we had more victims. Because some of these guys can't control themselves. They can't control themselves. John Hinckley Jr. tried to kill the president, thinking that would impress Jodie Foster. Jodie Foster's like, who the fuck is he? He's a nobody. Just like Charles Perry's a nobody. You're pathetic. You got grandiose thinking like every serial killer does. You think everybody owes you something. Welfare-minded weirdo. There are some people that legitimately qualify and need welfare. That's what that's for. But there are some people that are like you. Everybody owes me something. I'm entitled to a lie. You're not. And you're caught this time. When you fuck with me, you get caught. When you fuck with me, you get caught. When you fuck with me, you get caught. What am I supposed to lie about? You did what I said. And I said it before. Geniuses Charles and Dave got in her wallet. She couldn't even go to Manford. That whole thing was a bust on the 18th. We worked for weeks on that. I'm laughing. I'm like, wow. So Powell tells every defense attorneys, I guess, and they got all weirded out by it and told their clients. Every inmate in jail was telling me, get rid of your phone. Get him out of your phone. They're going to harass you. He's going to tweet from your phone. He's cloned to your phone. You can do whatever from your phone you can do. Apparently, I have 200 emails and texts I've never even seen. He deletes them before I can see them. I know he does because I've had people get mad at me that I didn't text them back. When I run into them somewhere else, and they'll show it to me. I texted you this. Why didn't you text me back? I didn't get it. Charles deleted it before I saw it. I'm a hacker. Hacking is a crime. I assert my 14th Amendment to equal protection of the anti-hacking, cloning, anti-stalking, anti-voyeurism laws, Mr. Perry, anti-coercion, Title 18 of the United States Code 1512 and 1513. Fuck off. So I did I'm doing this deposition, and these two attorneys asked me about emails, and I told Gene Mitchell, after I sent him 5 emails with evidence attached, I got a whole lot more evidence you're going to need to look at, and I don't want to overwhelm you with emails. So I'm setting up a Dropbox for you, and I did, and he never even looked at it. Then he tells me in my deposition, I got a lot of emails from you, and I don't have time to read them all. No, you don't. You got 5 from me, because I set up a Dropbox for you. Genius. Don't you remember I specifically said I don't want to overwhelm you with a bunch of emails. So, and there's a whole lot more evidence you might want to look at. If you fulfill your fiduciary obligation to vigorously defend your client. How much did Gene get paid, Charles? To fuck his client over? How much did you pay him to fuck over Mike Neely for you? If you didn't do that murder, you would have wanted to find out who did. So there's no suspicion on you. We heard 2 stories. One is David hired bikers to do that. And the other is you've been paying Texas Rangers over there for so long to cover up your shit. And Mike and Lucky weren't going to do it. So it was them. It was a police conference. Which one is it, Charles? You say. You speak to the matter of the fact. But remember, evidence will prove you right or prove you wrong. You love to lie, and you think everybody's as delusional, as stupid as you, and they're not. And they're aggravated at you, and pissed off at you, and sick and tired of you. All of you. All you had to do is leave me alone. I kept my mouth shut for 4 years. Only a few people knew. Most didn't live in Texas. Where's the political vendetta? We think you're mentally retarded. Literally. Legit. I'm not being mean. I'm saying legitimately, we may not get the death penalty. You may not pass the IQ test. That you don't know what your legislative duties are. It's not pulling up behind my house, watching me in my backyard. It's not showing up at restaurants looking for me. It's not spreading rumors of an affair. And then Powell's telling everybody, I made a colossal mistake. I wish I had gotten to know her when she lived here, so I wouldn't have fallen for Charles's crap when he lied to me. So now we got to do a second false arrest. We're going to harass the hell out of her. I'm going to call up to Oklahoma law enforcement every other day asking for her address. Bug the hell out of them. And then we'll say she's harassing us when she tells on us. And you did it twice. And that's when Justice Scalia was murdered. I think he was murdered. You like switching up pills. You like slipping a Mickey in a drink like you did to me and Mike, right? He was treated with Narcan for overdose, not being knocked out in a fight. Not a mark on him. This was a sting up, Mr. Perry. I know I'm very good at what I do. I'm very fucking good at what I do. You got caught more than ever in your life, and you go right back at it like a dog chasing his tail. We're laughing at you. You're pathetic. Get off your high horse, Mr. Serial Killer, grandiose thinking. I'm entitled. You're not. You're a nothing. You're a nobody. You're bothering everybody, and we're sick of it. And you get caught every time you try that. More than ever in your life, you're caught. And you're not getting it, are you? You're not getting it. I'm not going to lie for you. I said no. You can starve me. You know, I said it in the last podcast. We got a guy that's helping us now. And he goes, she went without electricity and food for a week because she helped a guy she doesn't even know. Golly. You don't see people do that very often. That took some courage. If she's willing to do that, I'm all in. I'll do whatever I can to support you guys. I'll give you whatever I can get. I'll help in any way that I can. What a jackass. What a fucking jackass, all of them. All of you. You are to cease and desist all contact with my family. All contact with me. All invasion of my privacy. Get out of my wallet and don't contact me or anybody I know again. If you do, I promise you'll wish you weren't born, Mr. Perry. This was a sting-op. This was not a deposition. I was looking for them to ask me about the witness tampering text. How did you know Mike had to be coaxed to go? That indicates premeditated murder. Premeditated. First-degree murder of a cop. You suborned perjury. You're going to jail. I don't care what bullshit you tell yourself. You're going to jail. You are not going to bother me again. You are not. And you know why I liked Fabian so much? It's because he said, I think you deserve better than to be harassed by this guy for the rest of your life. Everyone thinks that, you weirdo. Everyone thinks that. It's not hard to get information. Everyone thinks that. How dare you impose and burden other people the way you have? You don't get to. You're not getting away with it. That's why you're getting told on. You invade my privacy, my guys invade yours. You reap what you sow. Who do you think you are? God is not a respecter of persons. When you invade my privacy, they invade yours, but they have a court order to, and you don't. You've been caught more than ever in your life since you fucked with me. And when Matt went around telling everybody we're going to harass her, and then when she tells on us, we'll claim she's harassing us. It got over that jail because it pissed everybody off. And then I said it before you did it. I said it before you did it. So what the fuck am I supposed to lie about? Huh? Look at all this. This goes back to 2017. It's not new. It's old. You already got caught. The incidentals on my hand. I've never shot a gun in my life. The incidentals on my hands have changed over the years. They're not going to be what they are now, what they were then. I was raised by police 3 generations. Y'all didn't think that through, did ya? This has been going on. I mean, this has been going on and on and on. Second false arrest. That's dated 2017. You were caught. You've been caught over and over and over. Denied equal protection. Look at that. October 25th, 2017. Wow. You guys are something. Noting for the record. Noting for the record. Use me as a test. Right there. He wants to use me as a test case before the Supreme Court. It's all in these texts. I'm not going to show you the texts, but you know we have them. They're about a recording of you. That is dated November 14, 2017. And you did do it in court. What the harassment email says and what these texts say several years later. Didn't you? You did it in the case in the civil court lawsuit in Lubbock. Judge Cummings helped you. You guys go hunting together. You got caught. So I said it way before you did it, didn't I? And then you did it again in this most recent one. We're going to have the judge deny her motion to vacate on fraud and irregularities. She wasn't in the courtroom. So she could show the judge all that. Mickey James, Pinto, Terry Wagner, Joel, David, all those texts, all those recordings of Charles Perry committing a crime in the forum state of Oklahoma. You suborn perjury, you commit perjury over and over and over and over. And I'm not there. The burden of proof is on me. I filed the lawsuit. And I'm not even there. If she was stupid and had no claim, what's the harm in letting her in the courtroom? He's keeping her out. There's too many ex parte hearings. Justice Scalia died in West Texas right when you were planning all that. And he's a First Amendment guy. The flag burning, he said, was protected speech under the First Amendment. And he died in West Texas. And William O. Ritchie, who is a seasoned police officer, murder cop, said they didn't follow postmortem procedures and protocol like we would have had Justice Scalia died in D.C. Something is fishy in West Texas. You think? Did you kill him too? So you could do this? You have suspicion on you because you can't control yourself and leave me alone. Get out of my home. Get out of my life. Stop bothering me. Stop contacting me. I can't stand you. Get a grip on reality. You're icking your delusion and you're creepy all over me and it's disturbing everybody. You're demented. You're depraved. You're sick. Get off me. You don't have a choice. You'd think you'd know that by now as many times as you've been caught. You are something stupid. I've never seen anything like it. I had no idea it was possible for anybody to be as stupid as you. It is. You're proof. You're proof of that. Use me for a test case. Look at the date of that, Mr. Powell. November 14, 2017. Good God. That's how long everybody's been knowing what you're doing. So, have that. Don't let her have her school loan money. She'll be in jail. We're going to have her false arrested on the 18th by Manford because she likes Manford. We got to ruin all the relationships with people she likes. And you're caught. Over and over and over and over. There's no date. There's not even a phone call. You just get caught. And you're not getting it, are you? You're very, very slow. Our shrink thinks you and David are both mentally retarded severely to be caught this much and go right back at it. Like you think nobody will suspect a thing. Everybody's as dumb as we are. You're wrong. You're very, very wrong. It is unbelievable. Your delusion is outrageous, sir. It is outrageous that you think you're getting away with something. You're not. When you fuck with me, you guys get told on. And you're not getting the cause and effect, the correlation. A 6-year-old could have gotten it the third time it happened. You guys over there at your daycare, yeah, something's wrong with you. You're grown-ass men. You act like you can't think past tying your shoe. Bunch of 1-year-old infants can't understand words said. Yeah. That is what Gene Mitchell should have been asking me about, and he didn't. He's asking, I got too many emails from you because you wanted to do your harassment thing. How much did you pay him, Charles, to fuck his client over? You're going to pay for that, I promise. You're going to pay for that. What you did to Mike, you're going to pay for it. You and David are going to pay for that. I know you think you're able to get away with stuff, but you're not this time. You're not. You're slow. Our shrink thinks you and David are both mentally retarded severely to think you're getting away with this. You get caught every fucking time you mess with me. You don't know who I am and you don't know who I know. But you're seeing things happen you've not seen before. And you're still doing it. And you're still getting caught. And you want to know who told? How does she know? We're a bunch of hillbilly hicks, stupids. Who's telling on us? You call everybody I know. Did she ever say something about being in law enforcement and knowing guys in law enforcement? We gotta figure out who's helping her stop our crime. Get the hay out your mouth. Why do you talk like that? Do you know how stupid you sound with that fucking hillbilly shit accent? Who the hell talks like that? You know how ridiculous that sounds to smart people? And that kind of question? Who asks that kind of question anyway? Shut up and go away. Leave me alone. Then you won't have to ask those kind of questions, will ya? Go be normal. You can't, can ya? No control. You're impotent. You're weak. You're powerless. And you're caught. Mitchell should have asked me about this thing right here. This is evidence of first-degree murder of a police officer. Attempted murder of Michael Neely, who just took a vandalism report. If you didn't do it, why did you did everything that says we did it. If a guy is murdered, if a guy calls the cops, TPD, they're on the first 48. You watch it? Watch those guys work. Somebody calls them and says, my wife is missing. I can't find her. Can you come take a report? They walk in, they smell bleach, they see new carpet and paint in one room. Guess what they're gonna do? Wow, something happened in that room. I'm gonna bet big money that if I get a luminol test in there, there's gonna be pools of blood that would be enough to kill somebody. He murdered his wife. I'm gonna bet big money that destruction of evidence or altering evidence is evidence in and of itself. And that's the room she was killed in, and she's dead. So they're going to go in there, they're going to do the luminol tests and probably see blood splatter, probably see a pool of blood. And now you know you don't have a missing person, you got a body somewhere. They're going to take him downtown and they're going to go, when you destroyed the evidence that you murdered your wife, that is evidence. Because that's the first room we looked in. When you destroy evidence, Mr. Perry, of poisoning, you didn't hold a press conference and go, she lied about being poisoned. Poor me, everybody feels sorry for me. We did a blood test and there was nothing there. That's not what you did. You, by physical force, prevented and delayed me from being tested. Matt Powell had the legal obligation to preserve evidence. But gosh, if you don't intend to go to trial, you're just holding someone illegally, hoping they'll lie for you. Then you destroyed my evidence, and then you did the same thing to Mike. He wasn't tested until he got to the hospital. And I said it before anybody else said it, because my guys went over and asked around. What happened? Something happened. 6 days after a vandalism report is filed, that we think Charles did the vandalism, the fucking chief is dead. And the guy who took the report's in jail. He was almost dead too. 2 of us got poisoned, didn't die, get false arrested, and lose our forensic evidence. 2 of us, Mr. Perry. Once you spot a pattern, once you see a pattern, you can't unsee it. Except if it's you. When you fuck with me, you get caught. 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 You're the only dumbass that can't see a pattern. 6-year-old would have got it after the 3rd time it happened. Leave us alone. Damn it. Leave us the fuck alone. Get out of my life. You don't have a choice. Spot the pattern already. It's embarrassing you're that stupid. You should be embarrassed. I would die to be that mentally slow, to get caught that many times and go right back at it. I would die. I don't even have words for that. It's kind of stupid, Mr. Perry. Leave me the fuck alone. This is what you want to stop? Is this the thing that you want to stop right here? You do it every time some kind of pleading is due. All of a sudden I'm broke. Do it again, I dare you. Do one more financial harm to me, I dare you. I was supposed to testify. I'm on the list here. I didn't get to because you suborned perjury. And now there's an innocent man sitting in jail while you go out and reoffend. Leave me and my family the fuck alone. This says you'll leave me the fuck alone. That means you had to admit your stalking and agree to stop. Only you had a different plan when Justice Scalia died, who upholds the First Amendment and decided that flag burning is protected speech. And then you wanted to use me as a test case. He wasn't going to go for it, what did he? He was in we were all in West Texas at the same time, right when you were planning all that. And you did this. We're going to send her home and make her think it's going to be okay. We'll leave her alone. Only we're not. We're going to harass the hell out of her. And then say she's harassing us when she complains. And you did it twice. Yep. Here's all the times going way back. Look at the date. Mr. Powell calling up. What's her whereabouts? Can we get an address for her? Give us an address, old Miss Ortiz. Quit talking like that. Learn how to talk right. So embarrassing. I don't understand Hick. She tells on me again, I want her arrested for harassment. You were recorded. Now I remember what it was. In Sapulpa, right after I moved to Sapulpa, you guys had a little meeting. And you're trying to tell these guys to hurt me. And they didn't want to. Psychological torture. And the guy said, there's too many bleeding hearts in this room. Uh-huh. And they turned against you, some of them. People don't like it when you're mean to another person. Duh. These are the court cases. Fraud upon a court. You're going to jail, Perry. You're going to jail. You're going to leave me alone. Vandalism to my car right after this was recorded. August 23rd, 2019. It's not legit. Look at the last sentence in highlighted. It's not legit, but I will have her car towed and sold before she figures that out. When you got caught on that, then you start vandalizing it. Got caught, yeah. This is what was going on in Manford. People pulling up, taking pictures of me. Constantly. They're doing it now, too. I have a protected address. You shouldn't know or care where I live or work. And yet you do. They saw stuff I didn't even see. I wasn't even there. She did. Everybody wanted to know about the black SUV with Texas plates. I think I sent an email to Mark one night when it followed me to work. I pulled over. Get the fucking SUV off my ass. Yeah, that's stalking. Point out for me in this arrest report, where are Mr. Neely's injuries that indicate he was in a fight? Chief Miller had blunt force trauma to the head from being hit back and forth. The brain hits the skull. Internal decapitation. Severe damage over his head, neck, and face, and strangulation. And Mike Neely has nothing on him. Red swollen right hand. He had an IV in that hand, Mr. Perry. That's the McNamara email. He's gonna false arrest me and try to force me to lie. You haven't stopped. You're still trying. We think you don't, because you're mentally retarded, we think you don't understand what this email means. In fact, our shrink looked through your emails, and she said, Mr. Perry's responses are 1 and 2 sentences, 3 to 5 words. We haven't responded like that since first grade. When we respond as adults, it's like a paragraph, very well worded, very articulate. I don't think he understands the email to him or what it says. I think he's just doing the best he can do. This too, we think you don't understand what it means. You're still trying to do it. You just changed the details a little. You have, ever since I got back from the first one, because you fucked it up. But the thing is, I said it in October before you did it in January. A week after I filed a police report, there was no investigation. I did not get to go over the video with a cop. There was a video evidence. I didn't get to go over it with a cop. And Mr. Powell made no effort to preserve the evidence indicating he had no intention to go into trial. He's just going to illegally hold me until I don't have any more arsenic in my system. Destroy my evidence. Section 1512 and 1513 of the United States Code. That's a RICO violation. You're something. You're caught. Nothing on him. He's got an IV in the right hand, which would make it red and swollen, wouldn't it? He's busted face from being picked up off Lucky and thrown on face first on the floor. He was knocked out cold, in respiratory distress, dying. When he didn't die, you false arrest him. And then you did the same thing to him you did to me. It's a pattern. A 6-year-old could have spotted it long ago. It's a pattern, and once you see a pattern, you can't unsee it unless you're mental slow Charles. When you fuck with me, you get caught. When you invade my privacy, my guys invade yours. Only we have a court order and you don't. Do what you do. But everybody's sick and tired of you. All you were asked to do is leave me alone. That is the other harassment email. We're going to send her home. Harass the shit out of her. And when she complains about it, we'll say she's harassing us. And we're going to perpetrate a fraud upon the highest court in the land. Except you got caught. And you can't say you didn't have that plan because you did it twice. You did it recently. Yep, the 18th was a bust. We worked for weeks on that. That's what somebody looks like who was in a fight. And this wasn't even a fight. This was a scuffle. He got hit 3 times. The beer in his hand didn't even slosh out. Look at his face. Mike's face doesn't look like that. It's disgusting. I said it in March. Deposition saying he was treated with Narcan. Weren't until May. Again, before. Because you're being investigated. My guys went over and asked. When you invade my privacy, my guys invade yours. Only they have a court order to and you don't.
Hey men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them. Especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumbass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior. And you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her. And you need to leave her alone. And this is Bacon.
That's okay.
Charles, don't contact me. Bitch, do not contact me. It disgusts me. You're depraved. You're demented. You're disturbed. And that's why it's not that hard to get information and invade your privacy. You got leaks and you got court orders that allow my guys to invade your privacy because you're invading mine. You reap what you sow. God is not mocked. You do reap what you sow. You already are. I said leave me the fuck alone. You're as offensive as that guy. You're disturbed and creepy as that guy. You're making everybody as upset as that guy did. You're human garbage. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave me the fuck alone. Look how long I've been saying that. 2014, all I want is for him to leave me the fuck alone. I said it to him. That is recorded and it's typed out and I've already said it. I said it to her. What you've got with Charles, she says, is that he'll escalate more than you can ignore. What combination of words do I use to make this weirdo leave me the fuck alone? You're a rapist when you force yourself on a woman that doesn't like you. That other guy on the TikTok thing said that. It's rape culture. Perry, shut up. Nobody asks you what you think, did they? You're raping me. Get out of my life. Get out of my home. Get out of my phone. Get off me, rapist. Get off me. When you fuck with me, you get told on. A 6-year-old could get the pattern. When you fuck with me, you get told on. When you fuck with me, you get told on. When you fuck with me, you get told on. When you fuck with me, you get told on. When you fuck with me, you get told on. You're not getting a date with me, weirdo. Bizarro. You're not getting a date with me. I'm not in love with you. You make my skin crawl. Shut up and get out of my life. Butt in, Bertha. Leave me the fuck alone. Control yourself, pathetic. I left. Be a man about it. All you've done is piss everybody off. That's all you guys are doing, is pissing everybody off. You ran off my money at my club. My guys pulled me out. Now you want me back in there. We need her back on that pole and on a schedule. No, you don't. It's none of your business where I work. It's none of your business where I work. Butt out. The allegations are stalking. But for your stalking, you won't know where I am, what I'm doing, who I'm with, who I'm talking to. But for stalking, hacking, and peeping. All three very serious, disgusting crimes. Felony in Oklahoma, Perry. For you, it's federal. Your attention isn't wanted. Get off me. Get away from my family. Stay away from us. How many times do I gotta repeat myself? You got Alzheimer's? Are you senile, dementia, whatever? Leave me the fuck alone. You're caught when you fuck with me. There's a reason for that. I don't like you. You're disturbing everybody. You make everybody uncomfortable. Leave us alone. Just like Neil did. Neil made everybody uncomfortable. Everybody wanted to make sure that girl was okay. You think people don't want to make sure I'm okay? 40 police officers make sure I'm okay. And a God who said, you reap what you sow. You get in her privacy and make her feel raped. We're going to make sure we put people in the right place at the right time so that your privacy is invaded. Only my guys have a court order and you don't. Get out of my life. Go be with your family. Go do normal things normal people do. Because when you commit criminal acts, society said, we're not tolerating that. You go to jail. If you force yourself on a woman that doesn't like you. I don't like you. You're disturbed and demented and sick and creepy and nasty. You're a cop killer, and I know that. You's allegedly, but I know what I know. We did our homework. If everybody else fucked it up, we didn't. Mr. Perry, we're dealing with it in our courtroom. When you get in my wallet, David, it backfires on you every time. The 18th was a bust. Because the two mental slows got in her wallet again. They thought you were the smart one. It looks like maybe that's not it. We told them she already knows they're using her family. That's not gonna work out. She already knows. Well, do it anyway. But she already knows. Do it anyway. We're slow. Nobody will suspect a thing. They did. They do. We all do. We're not slow. We're not slow at all. We've been out thinking you in our sleep for almost a decade, Perry. In our sleep. It's not hard. It's so easy, it's not even fair. You're fucking ridiculous with this. Leave me the hell alone. So, anybody can look at this and see there's like 6-7 counts here of perjury and fraud. Yep. Over and over and over and over, you're caught. You're not getting a date with me, slow. I don't do slow. You gotta be smart and you gotta be normal to ride this ride. It's not like I'm Pamela Anderson. Move the fuck on. Move the fuck on with your life. Get over it and act like a man. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing that you're not embarrassed. You should be. Leave me the fuck alone. I don't want to hear from you. I don't care what you think. I said get out of my life and don't contact me or my family. No one cares what you think. You weren't asked. You were not asked. You know what you're told to do? Get the hell out of my life and leave me alone. So you got in my wallet, 18th was a bust, and everybody was mad. We worked on that for weeks, and she didn't even go. And the same thing with the strip club. You want me back on the pole and on the schedule, blah, blah, blah. My guys pulled me out. They ran off all your money, and if we can't get evidence, like with Pinto here, and Mickey James and blah, 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 and you're making money, if you can get money and evidence, it's worth the risk, because you can handle the risk. But what happened is they ran off your money, and they increased the risk. Now it doesn't make sense to let you go out there. We're pulling you out. We're pulling you out. And if I need to make money with Uber Eats, if you jam up my app and I can't get orders in or I can't get paid, they got you on that too, Charles. They sit there and watch everything you do on my phone. Get the hell out of my life. Don't ask me again who told. I'm not told that, and I would not help you if I did. Once you're in jail, Perry and Powell and Robertson and Josh and Chadwick, I won't be broke again. I'll have my privacy back. I'll have my family back. They won't feel threatened all the time anymore. And you're gone. Mike Neely will be home with his family. Watch the Netflix special, Unbelievable. That's my guys right there. They got that done. They're getting it done. Texas Rangers fail, fine. My guys are getting it done. You got to deal with them. It's not about me. I'm one person in this whole big deal. One person. I can't get the information by myself. There's no way. This right here is when the stalking started. When I lived in Lubbock. And somebody else saw it. I didn't see this. But if I left my phone at home, you'd think I was at home if you GPS'd it. Except you had cameras in my home, so you know I wasn't. You went looking for me. This isn't part of your legislative duties. They think you're mentally retarded and unable to determine what your legislative duties are as a reasonable, prudent individual would be. Go run for office. I don't give a fuck what you do. My guys can get to you. I endorse you. I helped you get elected the first time, so my guys could get to you. It's a lot easier to have 2, 3, 4 undercover cops go talk to a man who thinks he's talking to a voter or a campaign donor and identifies where he's been and what he's been up to. We can put him in this town when this happened. We can put him in that town when that happened. Because he travels alone. It's harder to do if you're not running for office and you got to go in and pretend you need your taxes done. That'll only work once or twice. Then he's going to get wise to it. Although it's Perry, he may not have. He's slow. Who has the power to get me something like that in jail? Right up under your nose. Fabian's name is on that puzzle, not yours. And not some random guy's. Fabian. Those girls at Lady Godiva's pulled me in the bathroom. What happened in Dallas? Who is this Fabian guy? They're scared of him. They're scared shitless of him. And this guy wants us to make you not like him. And like Perry, this weird guy coming in from Texas. Why isn't he in jail? If I did what he did, I'd be in jail. Why isn't he in jail? Because equal protection of the laws is not being, you got misogyny and gender bias, which, by the way, is as bad as racism. It's disgusting like racism. Ruth Bader Ginsburg fought that battle against gender bias and discrimination. Is that what you were waiting for? For her to die so you could go and commit fraud upon that court? What about Justice Sotomayor? What about Kagan? What about the other judges? You think they're gender biased? You think they're misogynists? Equal protection is a civil right. I shouldn't have to assert it. I just have it. Due process. You heard of it? You're violating all of those things. You want civil rights to be upheld as long as it's your civil rights, and everyone else can take their civil rights and shove them down their throat, right? Wrong. Wrong. What if my guys have an international case and they take you to a prison somewhere in some other country where you don't have to deal with those pesky civil rights anymore? How about they do that? You're very close to that. Because when you broadcast women all over the dark web, all over the world, you got all kinds of jurisdictions that open up where you won't have to deal with those pesky civil rights you don't like. I'm all for that. I'm all for that. Yep. They got this to me in jail. Who has that kind of power? Other men in my life have power. You're the soda jerk. Josh Burson. Shut up, Charles. Shut up. He likes to type in my computer when I'm doing this. This is not a conversation. You're not supposed to know what I'm doing right now. Shut up. No one asked you what you think, did they? Get out of my computer. Get out of my house. Shut up. You weren't asked what you think. You were not asked what you think. No one cares what you think. Sir, you were not asked. Control yourself. Get out of my life. No one asked you what you think. No one cares. You weren't asked. Shut up. Who has power that can get me this? You're the soda jerk. Burson is the Sheriff Rowan in this. He's my bitch. I pay him to feed me Johns. I own everybody at that courthouse. Didn't you watch Clarice? Season 1, episode 2. Watch it, Josh. You're the Sheriff Rowan. That's the best you can do in your career in law enforcement is be that? You want to be the bitch of a sex weirdo? That's your aspirations as a cop? There's honor in that badge. How embarrassing for you. How embarrassing for you. My guys are getting it done. They got that to me in jail, right up under Perry's nose. Perry doesn't control that, and he doesn't control his leaks. He can't even control himself. I said leave me alone. I don't want to hear from you. Shut up and get out. Shut up and get out. Do not type in my computer again. This is not a conversation. It's a recording. Without peeping and hacking, you should know what I'm doing right now. Get the fuck out of my life. When you don't, you get told on, because you're disturbing everybody with the depravity and the weirdo ekes out of you. You're sliming that ick all over us. We're tired of it. We're tired of you. Everybody's sick of you. We're tired of you. Shut up and go away. Nobody asked you what you think. You weren't asked. What you were asked to do is get the fuck out of my life. Stay the fuck away from me and my family. This is a legal demand. It is a cease and desist. Again. Over and over and over. Do you have Alzheimer's? One time is all I say it. One time. I worked with surgeons, elected officials, and even strippers who didn't even finish high school. One time is all you gotta say it. Are you mentally retarded? Both of you. You and Dave both. One time is all you should have to say it. It's a pattern. When you fuck with me, you get caught. A 6-year-old would have spotted the pattern the third time it happened. Not 33,000 recordings represented in 33,000 emails that you know of. There's more. There's a whole lot more. You don't care who is helping me. It's just a name. You defy him anyway. When you invade my privacy, they invade yours, and they have a court order, and you don't. God hasn't mocked you, reap what you sow. You already are. Leave me the fuck alone. We're sick of you. Everybody's sick of you. You're drama queen. It's embarrassing. Get a life and get out of mine.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them. Especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumb ass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior, and you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her, and you need to leave her alone. And this is Bacon.